I recently saw something on Twitter about a private subreddit. And, I'm always on the hunt for a topic to talk about on this channel. And so I toyed with the idea of using that subreddit as a jumping off point for a bigger discussion. But I decided against it because it's pretty brutal. It's a subreddit dedicated to abortion and abortion fetishes. It's called r/planned abortions. If you're interested in seeing what I saw, I'll link the thread on Twitter that goes through what's in there. I started to write the script about it, but I had to quit. It was just too much, just for me. It was too much violence and smut for me personally, and I just didn't want it in my brain. A lot of people don't have allergies, and then suddenly they do. And I've heard it described as if your body had a certain tolerance towards it, but over time, it just gets overloaded and then it loses the tolerance. And that's kind of what happened to me in dealing with this subreddit. My tolerance for this stuff is very high, but I don't know, I just didn't have the patience for this one. And honestly, I didn't want to expose you all to it either. I've never been much of a horror movie fan. Call me a weenie if you want, but there's something about them that rubs me the wrong way. Honestly, I haven't quite figured out what it is, but I think it's mainly to do with the apparent celebration of death. There's just so much of it. It seems so plainly evil to me. And I kind of worry, what are the effects going to be on people who constantly inject that stuff into their brain? It just can't be good for you. I mean, if you watch the Serbian film 5 times in a row, are you a more mentally healthy person? There's just no way. But there's people that love that stuff, and there's like Halloween, the day where we overdose on murder and gore porn. There's haunted houses filled with nightmarish scenes of gore and violence. We expose our kids to this stuff. You guys get what I'm saying? The horror genre's lust for murder and death has never set well with me. It's like humanity's most vivid expression and interpretation of evil. It's how we express and almost celebrate evil in the world through our culture. But my main problem with it, and the reason I had to quit writing that script, is because thinking about extreme violence is not good for you, mentally or spiritually. Philippians 4:8 says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about those things." Sometimes you'll see right thought included in the Eightfold Noble Path. But we've thrown all this stuff away. Is there a lot of nonsense in religion? Absolutely. But I think we threw the baby out with the bathwater. There is something so important about filtering violence out of your mind and thought patterns. To be okay with killing, gore, rape, suicide, bloodbaths, open wounds, screaming, suffering, agony, and pain is akin to being okay with the conditions of hell itself. A while ago, I made a video where I showed the difference in how gay culture was historically presented in the media through stereotypes, and then I showed what it turned into. It moved from something vaguely positive and serious into something extreme and ridiculous. Abortion has gone the same way. We talk about how culture is actually downstream from law, and that subreddit is proof. The fact that abortion was legal for 50 years created these pro-choice subcultures and the conditions so that you could be comfortable in thinking about it and thinking about doing it. We went from safe, legal, and rare, which implies this, somberness, to, the only limitation is when the head starts coming out. And we went from that somber, safe, legal, and rare to that subreddit where women are celebrating it and loving it and openly sacrificing their fetuses to Satan and openly talking about how powerful they feel when they take the life away from their child. Quote, "The feeling of complete power and the rush it gives you is hard to describe, but it's amazing." Well, how does a person get to that point, to where they talk like that? Well, I believe the root cause is with your thoughts. There's this very cliche quote from Gandhi that says, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny." But I don't think that's true at all. I don't think your thoughts are the direct result of your beliefs. I think your thoughts are the direct result of what you're putting in your mind. They're the result of your social media feed, the result of constant messaging, or your own personal level of suggestibility. Your beliefs are the direct result of your thoughts, which are the direct result of your mental diet. My point in this whole video is that your mental diet is the most important thing to safeguard about yourself. In terms of politics, it's incredibly important to limit what your populace is exposed to. If trans porn is out there and Tumblr is out there and it's all turning your kids trans, well, then it's your duty as the state to stamp that out. We don't want drag queens around our children. We don't want the images of sexual perverts gyrating around and exposing themselves to children as a part of our mental diet as a nation. COVID showed us that people are sheep. They can be influenced easily by things. This is part of why when people say, "Oh, well, what does it hurt if I do it? I'm not hurting anybody else." But in a way, you are. You are actively contributing to the worsening of the mental diet that is available to the public and our kids. You're affecting us down to our thoughts. Well, that's not nothing. Thoughts are a powerful thing, and the dirty little secret is that our enemies know this better than we do. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on in this video forever, so thanks for coming to my TED Talk on thoughts. I hadn't talked about it here before, so I thought I'd just give a little PSA to everybody. Anyways, if you like this video and type of content I'm making, consider giving this video a like or maybe subscribing. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.